dear Starstone Commanders, I do apologize for the state your homestead is currently in. It's like a zoo in here, or worse, an imparium. That's right. These red little blighters appeared as out of nowhere when another one of the portals became active. God 7 or 700. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's imps. I know, but really, they're zany, they're exasperating, they're unpredictable, and they have about as much use for history as a professional clairvoyant has. Band of... Why, I'm not one of them. Not one of those exiles that were slaves to demons and their own inadequacies. But talk to them if you must hear their history. I haven't the stomach for the vagaries of my own species. No, what I need is the sound of a symphony, a whiff and a swig of old tasty wine, and above all, a shelter away from imps.
I think I could fly.
Daemon Daemonium. More prey.
What a wonderful place this is. A lovely locale to rest my weary belly. Far better than the hellish plains we imps are used to. Yes, I think we'll stick around. Oh, with your approval, of course. What's that? We have Mao, that hoity-toity historian, thinks he's so much better than us demon thralls just because he was never actually enthralled by demons. And yet he's no more than a lackey to the gods, isn't he? What's the difference? Right you are. Grab a drink, sit you down, and lend me all the ears you have. We imps, you see, are a mixed breed of demons and some other long-forgotten race, which means we aren't as evil as the devils that begot us. But I'll be damned twice over if we aren't as clever. We hail from the realm of Nemesis, where demons have ruled supreme since, well, forever, really. Their knowledge of secrets and arcane scholarship is unparalleled. As unparalleled, in fact, as our inquisitiveness. Now, curiosity may have killed the cat, poor thing, but it enslaved us imps as well. We were blinded by the promises of knowledge the demons dangled in front of our eager faces. Yes, well, in hindsight it wasn't, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. Here's what happened. In return for our fair share of demonic knowledge, all of us imps had to sign our names in an indestructible book called a Codex, which was to be considered an oath of servitude, a contract of give and take for mutual benefit, and signed out of free will. Fools that we were, we readily agreed, and thereby signed our way into slavery. For we had to do everything the demons told us to, and they, in turn, shared very little knowledge with us indeed. Quite so. That's because one day, a particularly clever imp amongst us devised an escape plan. If we would be able to steal the Codex and disappear with it, the demons would no longer be able to lay claim on us, for without the proof of the Codex, the contract between us would be broken. One night, as the demons lay sleeping after a most sordid orgy indeed, we stole the Codex and fled from Nemesis through a rift. Ever since then, we've been on the run, for our masters swore they'd return the Codex to Nemesis so they can claim our servitude once more. So all we do is run and hide ad nauseam. Eternal fugitives are we. It kind of got lost, to tell you the truth. That's what happens after generations of flight. Things get misplaced. And yet, wherever that bloody book may be, up until now, the demons still haven't found it. So, good news there. Only a matter of time until they do, though. Unless, of course, time ends first. Wouldn't that be a stroke of luck?
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber.
I sense an eerie presence here.
Yes, like creepy crawlies down the spine. demons.
Here. You do not disappoint. I knew you'd come this way. Room by room you encroach upon this territory, woefully torn from time. No, you do not disappoint. Something much more harmful still. You excruciate beyond all thinkable bearing. You have our thankfulness, our eternal gratitude, the acknowledgement of the void. So why do you fight us? Why do you stand against the promise of oblivion? Relent, Guardians, relent! You did your duty long, long ago. Do not undo what had to be done.
I wonder what he meant by that.
And I wonder why we had the thanks of those that long for the end of time.
Of you here. Fallen stars, forgotten angels from on high. How long has it been? An age, an eon. But you've changed quite considerably, I see. Yes, the divine is but a glimmer in the farthest reaches of your gaze. Well, perhaps I can help you. One of your kind ought to be a bit stronger of arm, a bit quicker of wit after all. And we are all counting on you, sir. Yourself redone, of course. Your very parts and pieces reorganized into something simply better. I'd quite like to help you, my friend. But unless you've a mark of ability to spare, no deal can be struck. Butcher giving you dirty looks. Beggars spitting at your feet. I can certainly help you with that. But you'll have to offer me something in return. Everything has its price, after all. I'd quite like to help you, my friend. But unless you've got a mark of talent to spare, no deal can be struck.
This wonder of a realm, it's like a slice of...
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter. Ah, yes, that was a small fib on my part, I'm afraid. Zandalore is known as the Keeper of the Source, after all. And I didn't know how Source hunters would react to my association with such a colorful character. But certainly. What would you like to know? Oh, that'll never happen. Granted, a witch could make the polymorph permanent if she'd enchant me in my cat guise, but I'll just have to be careful around witches, won't I? I'm my own wizard, you know, and I don't intend to become anyone's familiar.
Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? I wonder how much of a spark it takes to zap a human to vapor.
Say,
A bit
have you seen my
drafty in
magic
here,
box?
isn't it?
It's got
Oh,
all the
yeah,
hands of
tell
wonders
us.
stashed inside. You know what are great? Jokes. Oh, I could tell a joke or two. Free on a good day.
Doom! Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? I'm the imp of the year. Every year. Every year, I said.
Why, I see Master Zigzags has upgraded from his shabby little hut at the edge of the hour, from the fairy dimension to the, space-time weaver hunter imp one. What do you call this place again? Ha! Is that so? It seems I have my share to learn about the magical world yet. The end of time. Well, suddenly your association with Master Zigzags makes sense. Well, I must say, it's no small relief to find myself in a safe haven among such allies. I believe the answer to that begins centuries ago, when your order was still cutting down so-called dark magicians by the dozens. Ours was a family of born sorcerers, you see. It was in our blood to interact with Source. But our parents were determined to curb the power within us. Still, their meekness wouldn't save them from the Source Hunters. I am. But there is more to our kind than they teach at your academy. Source isn't only blood and madness. It's like lightning, an exquisite current of great power. We sorcerers are like metal steeples. Source is drawn to us and it flows through us. But what so many fail to understand is that Source can be controlled. The power-drunk through history have abused it, and all the world's sorcerers have borne terrible consequences. Tell me, Source Hunter, in all your hours studying the arcane arts, did your great masters ever suggest that perhaps not all sorcerers were evil? Did you ever hear, even once, that some of us were weak and gentle? That we could be simple forest folk healing the sick and frozen each winter? No. I doubt also that they'd mention that one day this hunt of yours would birth a broken soul powerful enough to inch all of Rivellon toward oblivion. No, that would be going too far and eschewing my own responsibility. I believe Leandra's long fall down did begin at the hands of some of your own order, but it was I who sparked all of this. They came on a quiet morning. My mother was wild with fright and commanded me to hide myself and Leandra outside, among the trees. Even at that young age, we knew not to question her. We climbed high into the branches of a nearby tree, and before we could look away, our parents were cut down without ceremony before our door. The Source Hunters sauntered away, wiping their blades with pride. 2 more sorcerers dead, a job well done. From that moment on, everything was different. As we trembled in that tree, our fear and our desperation were so potent that the magic within us began to weave together. Our souls became forged together, our bond unbreakable. We would survive, thrive even within those woods, never speaking to outsiders. Our soul forge meant that if one of us were to die, the other would instantly perish too. We kept one another close. Leandra's capacity was enormous. Source didn't frighten her, and she delved into that dark well with terrible regularity. I did my best to guide her, but she fast outgrew my admonitions. My sister and I were mired in a solitary existence, witches among the trees when Zandalor came. Leandra especially couldn't leave him be. He was a feast of information, and she wouldn't rest until she'd absorbed every bit of knowledge he offered. Their days were spent on charms, hexes, and the like. At night, Leandra would wander off to practice what she'd learned, and Zandalor and I would settle into our quiet tasks, side by side. We were a content trio, the three of us, but base impulse would undo us. As you know, Leandra and I were soul-forged. This offered us a window into one another's souls. I knew Leandra had developed feelings for Zandalor, and she knew I had too, but it was me to whom he confessed his love. Those quiet evenings together had captured his heart, as they had mine. Her heart broke the moment we announced our new attachment, and I felt the pain of it as sharply as a knife. She fled, without a word, and I didn't see her for 2 terrible years. My connection to her, our soul forge, grew weaker. It was as though some third entity, a parasite, were atop our souls, sucking the strength from it day by day. We've a single order of business first and foremost. Leandra is gathering an army, and I fear we'll have to get through it if we wish to find her. But first, we must learn more about Leandra's plans. How many of these so-called Immaculates does she have in her palm, and to what end is she directing them? Your journey must begin in the Lacula mines, where she has been accumulating materials and manpower for a purpose as yet unknown. The way will be dangerous. Her allies are growing more powerful and numerous by the minute, but we must discover exactly what Leandra is planning and why. A soul forge comes with its own benefits, Source Hunter. Though our connection has weakened, I still see the occasional vision of Leandra's doings, the pangs of her deepest felt emotions, and flashes of her triumphs. One vision. I had thought it was only a nightmare, but now I see it was something much worse. Leandra is collecting materials, precisely what, I cannot say, and is hard at work shaping them into something sinister. Her frustrations are rivaled only by her mirth. I can see she's growing closer and closer to achieving something dire. You must make your way deep into the mines to see exactly what she's planning. I believe that our soul forge has been damaged. By what? I can only guess. The fraying of the bond between us has left Leandra adrift in a well of sorrow she truly believes will never end. What she needs is a hand, my hand, out of this abyss. If our soul forge is repaired, I am certain she'll cease blazing this path of destruction. The way may be treacherous, but you must get inside. I fear my sister is doing something dreadful so far from the light of day.
The Lady of Time!
There are quite a number of imps here, my most honored guest. Leandra. She desires to be Mother of the Void, but you have the power to undo her born-in-blood litter. Though they be baptized in blood, you can cleanse the Starstones still, and use them to thwart their grim queen. Ask, and I shall answer, if I can.
You know what are great? Jokes. Oh, I could tell a joke or two. Free on a good day.
Test. The last.
Aye, Captain. That's a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Out of the wilds you venture into the embrace of Immaculates. Salutations!
Ah, a peaceful wood. The caterwauling of cultists was making me ill.
Lucula seems fairly infested with immaculates. I wouldn't count on a long respite.
Well, what's this I've spotted? I can only hope this might be a magpie's nest. What have you got stashed in here, Mrs. Cottontail?
I'm as pink and pretty as can be, and you're some filthy nobody.
Have you been to the Cave of Portals? I heard it's haunted by an undead ewe, but that's only talk amongst us whitetail.
I may be a...
So, you know Zigzags too. What a small world we live in.
Look out, I see a trap nearby. It's in time, friends! Into the fray once more.
What is it? I don't have anything in particular worth mentioning.
Hey! My eyes are down here, buddy!
What was that strange glowing stone that robed fellow took to yonder temple? Everyone seemed quite enthralled with it, but it didn't look like any salt lick I've ever seen.
What have you got stashed in here, Mrs. Cottontail?
void plagues. Where there is will, life springs. Tell me, traveler, do you wish to live? And how do you wish to live? A life of long hours spent slowly savoring? Or do you prefer a rapid life? A life of chaos and wild nights? It shall be done, and you shall be granted a boon for your endeavor.
One of Loic's initiates, are you? Welcome. You'll learn to sacrifice more than chickens here in Sacred Stone.
And here, young initiates, witness an overgrowth of riverlope.
I sense something here. A great darkness, yes, but more than that. A great power.
Into the pregnant wilds they went. Into the devil's den they crept.
Demons creep through the rift! They must all be destroyed! Not just any demons. Void demons. They are impervious to attacks with weapons or magic that any creature of this world can muster. But they have one weakness, for their simmering presence has permeated this area through and through for a long time. Tenebrium, that is the answer. The black ore that is dark as the void itself. Arm yourself with this foul material, and you shall be able to shred their bloodstone that controls their portal. The rift is the portal through which the demons seep. There is blood magic at work here, and he who says blood magic says immaculates. A bloodstone fuels the rift. Obliterate it, and the rift shall close. I've scouted ahead a bit and seen that 3 paths, or what passes for paths, lead to the center of the wasteland that lies before you. To the left is an encampment of immaculates. Yes, they're but immaculates, but their weapons look sharp as shark's teeth. So don't barge in like cats at a dog's wedding. The central path is a big no-no too, brimming with demons. I really wouldn't recommend it. Which leaves the right path, which may not be the right path at all, for it is deceptively calm along its trail and positively overflowing with magma. So basically I can offer you 3 options, all of them as appetizing as pig feed. And yet you'll have to swallow your portion whole. If not, the end of time will be swept into the void and Rivellon with it. They exist beyond the normal continuum of time. They are here, and they are sweeping through the winds of chaos at the end of ages, shredding what they find. Unless they are defeated, your home away from home shall sink into the maelstrom of oblivion piece by piece. Do what you can, my friend. Do not falter. All depends on your prowess and...
The madness, the delirium. To use Source is to open oneself to the demon.
If the goddess wills it, then let it be done.
Out of the wilds you venture into the embrace of Immaculate. Salutations!
Don't look at me like that. It's not as though I'm enjoying this.
Pay the toll, human, or I'll squeeze you like a funny yellow fruit. We troll ask toll because our king commands it. All hail the king! Broken? What rot? The bridge is perfectly fine. Sturdy as if it was built yesterday. Oh, but you're trying to be clever, aren't you? You want me to turn so you can run without paying. Your tricks won't work, human. Pay or I'll grumble. And when I roar, the birds take flight. The airs head for the horizon. The goblins pray to their totems, and the earth itself thinks it's about to quake. So be forthcoming, human, or my roar will shatter your eardrums, and you will meet your death. You are unworthy to hear of the king. You must pay to walk his lands, but you must not make him the topic of idle conversation. Fine, I shall tell ya. Our king lives in a great cave here in the woods, by the canyon that leads to the mine. But a mere wanderer won't find him so easily. The cave is here, yeah, but its true nature lies in the realm of fairy. Enter if you must, but only stone will greet you. Magic is needed to see the king.
and I have no head for magic. Ask one of the other trolls. Ask Archibald. He's the one with brains, that one. He knows that 3 and 5 make 1,000 gold coins buys you passage. Refuse, and I'll pound you so deep into the ground, the moles will take you for one of their own.
Let's teach this here troll there's no money to be had from us.
Those who refuse are my favourites. Time to wrench the life from your weak little frame.
Can run out.
Though not half so bloody.
Tooth and nail to take you down! Till my death rattle.
Time of your death is at hand!
Vicious venom cloud!
Oh, how I'll sing of your entrails.
The arrow sings under my touch! Its song, Annihilation!
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
What do you think, Sword Hunter? Shall I start shredding from the top or the bottom?
Never rains, but it pours, eh?
For the seven!
Spirits of eternal flame to my aid!
Confound it!
What have you got stashed in here, Mrs. Cottontail? Striking it rich! This will make a fine...
We harvest the benefits of fate.
Within these veins.
What's this? I found something.
Maybe I shouldn't have bashed his skull so hard. What I mean is maybe...
And which spirits have you consulted exactly? Can you be certain that this is the proper location?
The spirits told me they did. I'm sure of it, madam.
And which spirits have you consulted exactly, Worm?
The same as always, madam.
He was a nice one, he was. You mean, maybe I shouldn't have bashed his skull so hard? What I mean is maybe you ought to have bashed him up. Stop it! What do you expect? As good as a new place. He was a goblin. You bashed him to death.
Back on my feet.
What's wrong with that, exactly?
On the mend. Sing praises.
Fortune favors our fight!
If this battle be my last, know I went out fighting in your name.
Heads, hearts.
I can take you all with one shot! Just watch!
I'll make short work of this scum.
Spirits of eternal flame, my aid!
I'll write my next tale in your blood.
Your grave opens to welcome you.
Oh, how I'll sing of your entrails.
Bitter poison. The unending darkness. I've spotted something interesting.
Excuse me, madam. Excuse me, madam. Crave never-ending motion. Vanquish them!
glory in this death.
spider's kiss.
Seven grant abundance. Treasure. Never rains, but it pours, eh? Seven grant abundance.
It's heating up.
I feel better already.
potent heat.
I'm overheating here. Someone seems to be enjoying the afternoon sun.
I'll bet we can slip by while his back is turned. Better to avoid a conflict now than have to face every goblin from here to the mine.
Help me stitch this wound.